And that's all she wrote for the 2025 NFL season. Let's take a look back at the Super Bowl and the league's news leading up to the big game as we prepare for a long but undoubtedly eventful offseason coming up. After a coaching masterclass by Mike Macdonald, the Seattle Seahawks brought home their franchise's second Super Bowl victory. Seattle was able to get their revenge against the New England Patriots with a final score of 29-13. New England's defense did play well for the majority of the game, specifically Christian Gonzalez putting up one of the best cornerback performances in Super Bowl history. But it was not enough as A.J. Barner was able to break loose for the opening touchdown. Kenneth Walker ignited the flame in Seattle's offense, going for 135 yards on the ground. He got 27 carries in this one, winning the Super Bowl MVP. Drake May was sacked 6 times in the game and was never really able to build a rhythm consistently within the offense. Seattle came into the season with 60-1 odds to win the championship, and as an avid fan myself, I can say they certainly were not on my radar, but will surely be on many coming into the next season. The 2026 Pro Bowl games had a record low in viewership, dropping 60% from 2025. The NFC went down early but was able to win in a comeback victory. George Pickens was awarded the MVP. Pickens went for 3 catches, 39 yards, and a go-ahead touchdown, as well as a pair of 2-point conversions. Myles Garrett unanimously walked away with the Defensive Player of the Year award after breaking the NFL single-season sack record. Jackson Smith-Njigba brought home some hardware in the form of the Offensive Player of the Year award. Smith-Njigba recorded 10 touchdowns, 119 catches, and nearly 1,800 receiving yards this season. In one of the more surprising turns of the night, Matthew Stafford took home the MVP. Stafford was able to beat out Drake May by just 1 vote, with 2 other votes going to Josh Allen and 1 vote being awarded to Justin Herbert. Christian McCaffrey surpassed 2,000 scrimmage yards this season, earning himself the Comeback Player of the Year award. Tetairoa McMillan's mom came on stage to make it very clear that that is the correct pronunciation before he was handed the Offensive Rookie of the Year award. Cleveland Browns rookie linebacker Carson Schlesinger was handed the Defensive Rookie of the Year trophy in a landslide. And finally, Mike Vrabel wins Coach of the Year after bringing the 4-win Patriots to the Super Bowl in his first season. The 2026 Pro Bowl Hall of Fame class delivered a star-studded group, as Drew Brees and Larry Fitzgerald headlined the inductees on first ballot honors, joined by Luke Kuechly, Adam Vinatieri, and senior finalist Roger Craig. And of course, it wouldn't be an NFL Hall of Fame induction ceremony without a little bit of drama. Bill Belichick was denied entry into the Hall in his first year of eligibility, with some speculating that Pro Football Hall of Fame executive Bill Polian was sabotaging Belichick's chances behind the scenes. Polian made a statement saying he was shocked to learn Bill didn't get in and that he does deserve to be in the Hall. Belichick's former quarterback Tom Brady came to the coach's aid, stating that if Belichick is not a first ballot Hall of Famer, there's really no coach that should be. With mass disapproval around the league, the NFL has stated they will be looking into and possibly adjusting the Hall of Fame process. The Arizona Cardinals parted ways with Jonathan Gannon after 3 seasons and a 15-36 record. They were able to convince Mike LaFleur to take the job, former OC of the Rams, another branch off of that Sean McVay coaching tree. Fortunately for the Cardinals, LaFleur knows a thing or two about dysfunctional organizations. The Falcons moved on from Raheem Morris after just 2 seasons missing the playoffs back-to-back. Morris, another coordinator stemming from the McVay coaching tree, and Atlanta was able to fill their position with Kevin Stefanski, who was available because, you guessed it, the Cleveland Browns moved on from their head coach after 6 seasons. Not bad, a 45-56 record for the head coach. He was replaced by Todd Monken, former Ravens offensive coordinator, who had Shadur Sanders looking like a normal person again and looking like he had somebody who believed in him. Sticking with the AFC North, the Ravens fired John Harbaugh and they were able to find his replacement in stand-up comedian Nate Bargatze. Jesse Minter will take the head coaching role for the Ravens, and Harbaugh, well, he moved over to New York, starting to rebuild with the Giants after they fired Brian Daboll mid-season. But don't worry, he got another gig with his buddy Robert Saleh, who's the new head coach of the Tennessee Titans. He brought in Daboll as the offensive coordinator, Saleh replacing Brian Callahan, who was also fired mid-season after a 1-5 start. The Bills reminded the league they're in New York too, as they parted ways with head coach Sean McDermott. They went on to promote offensive coordinator Joe Brady. After 19 years with the team, Mike Tomlin decided to step down from his role with the Steelers, and the organization brought in Mike McCarthy, Pittsburgh native. The Super Bowl winning head coach who took a year off of football is looking to reshape the culture in Pittsburgh. Pete Carroll ripped a very short leash with the Las Vegas Raiders after going 3-14 in his first season. The Raiders went back to the Seattle Seahawks for their next candidate, hiring offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak. And finally, after 4 seasons in Miami, Mike McDaniel was given the boot and will be replaced by Jeff Hafley, former Packers defensive coordinator. And after a few strong head coaching interviews, Vikings defensive coordinator Brian Flores decided to remain with the team, signing an extension that makes him the highest paid defensive coordinator in the NFL. Minnesota will be an intriguing team to watch this upcoming free agency as they look to add some experience to a struggling quarterback room. Tune in next time for a deeper dive into some of the more intriguing teams this offseason.